Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to this.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. To throw on second down, Knight. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Knight eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Goff looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Knight forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw. Knight dancing to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd and short.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. This is caught. Gronkowski. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
To throw on 2nd down. Knight steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight escaping the pressure right. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
operating from the gun. Knight. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 4th down, Knight. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Goff on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A very solid gain of 27.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at block pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Third and long. It's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
On 1st and 10, Knight. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Knight escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Knight. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sheldon Richardson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All right. One out.
On first down, it's gone. Steps away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Following the fumble recovery, Knight. And Owen coughed it up. Stepping up, he'll try and run. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Knight rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action. Knight on the move to his left. Gonna air it out deep for Gronk. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's get it. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Cut. 180.
Again they run with Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
12. Tiger.
Goff now looking to throw. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
From the 50, it's gone. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right there.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Being chased out left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Running game working they'll stick with it on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Goff now on second down. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a look. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Buying time to his left. Throwing deep for Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake. Knight. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I think a free play now for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Rams on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. He's got the first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Another carry now for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zerline's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st down, Murray. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A handoff. It's Murray. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That was second down run for Murray. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Gone! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Knight forced out to his left. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Carlson able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get them through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
white rank. Couldn't hit if it had, I ain't.